Polycarp, who is one of the oldest Christian martyrs outside of Scripture, was an old man. And he received word that he was going to be arrested for his faith and given the opportunity to recant it. So he went to stay with some friends and he went to take a nap. And while there, the authorities showed up to arrest him, and they tortured the servants of the house to reveal to them where he was. And they come up to the bedroom and they wake him up, and he wakes up and asks politely if he may have 2 hours to feed them and to pray. And so, of course, they're hungry from their trip to come arrest Polycarp, and so they grant it. And so Polycarp prepares a meal for his arresters and then stands before them and prays for 2 hours, recounting every individual God has ever brought into his path that has been a blessing to him and that he's been able to share the gospel with. At the end of the time, the men who are sitting there so moved that they gently load him in the cart to take back to the governor, and they plead with him. All you have to do is say, Lord Caesar. Can you just say, Lord Caesar? We get it if you don't mean it. Can you just say it with your mouth? Because if you do so at your age, the governor will be merciful. He will let you live. Polycarp sat in silence, listening to their pleading, and then finally looked at them and said, I cannot do what you ask. So they get him back to the capital city. They bring him before the governor, and the governor says, don't you know I have beasts that I can put in the arena with you? And Polycarp says, it is my God who closed the mouths of beasts. And then the governor says, don't you know that I can light a fire and consume you? And Polycarp says, my God is a consuming fire. So they put him in the public square, and the people there are so angry that he refuses to recant his faith that they build the pyre around him. They all go and gather kindling from their homes, and they build the kindling for the fire. And then they say, well, we're going to nail you to the pole so you can't escape. And he says, I'm an old man. Just allow me space to stand, and I will stand here. And so they honor his request, and they merely lightly tie him to the pole. They give him one more chance, and he says, for 86 years, my God has never failed me. Why in one temporary moment would I turn on him?